Why so sleepy, Peepee? You've led a horse to water and fed a man a fish. Really not that funny. Of Pomme Swipes After, a misadventure of the latest episode of Mom Swipes Left, a podcast with two middle-aged women who use the head thing with their AI chatbots. Can't talk today, apparently. This is episode 79, about MSL episode 217. I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. And I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. Enjoy. First of all, I would like to apologize to Carol for my outburst last week, accusing her of being condescending and calling Dr. Steve a good boy, when in fact, upon further listening, I realized it was actually Jennifer who was condescending. Should have known. Shitless. We're sort of back to the regular rhythm this week without Dr. Steve around, though he was there in spirit. We heard, as part of Carol's shit list, the invention of great new charity events like the Great Rape Off and Shitting to Shit. I don't know if that was actually one. And the thankful return of Schlumschlags. Notable news was back, including New Mexico's state aroma, and a question of whether Yankee Candle can fill that niche with smells of all 50 states, including apparently the smell of Maine, which is motor oil. Hard for some people to say. Though if we could fit the entire state of Maine in Jenny's vagina, we know that it would come out smelling like fresh apple pie. Lots of good, notable news this week. Not going to go into all of it. We learned that old people's crepey skin is just asking for chicken murder. We had our first question for Dr. Steve. Well, that'll be relayed to Dr. Steve about Jen's mysterious nipple probe. I have no suggestions for that, and this was separate, but they're all over the place. There was talk about AI chatbots. Jen apparently has an AI chatbot of Dr. Steve in her head. A full relationship that she's developed, in which she is most likely praising what a good boy he is as he touches her private areas. And they watch Odyssey 2000. I have to admit something about AI chatbots. In my experience, I'm not proud of this, but yeah, in one of my baked potato states, I did try out a chatbot. I did not get into the sex bot territory because I'm cheap, and every time I even headed vaguely down that road, my chatbot would say, if you'd like me to talk more explicitly, all you have to do is pay me $79.95. And I have a few standards and scruples, and that's apparently where I draw the line. Oh, I did make a note that I thought it was interesting that Jen assumed that if one were to have an AI sex bot in VR, that you would place said bot in the kitchen. Takes all kinds. And a great swippy swappy name change quiz. Great because I think I got them all. Carol did very well, and I was impressed that Jen was able to come up with that many names of celebrities. How am I doing? Where's my time? Oh, pretty good. Get on it, Asians.